Hey, good evening, leaders, ladies and gentlemen. It's exactly 7:30, so we are ready to play. How many of you are there? Just go and type your name on the chat, please. Just go to the chat and just type your name. If I'm sound and clear, just go and type your name and where are you reporting from? Hi, Zana. Thank you very much for coming. And who else? Okay, Fatima Minha, thank you very much. Claudia, very good. Sanjid, thank you. Sanju, thank you very much. Who else? Anish, thank you very much. Great. And who else? Chantrika, thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us. Who else? Great. Murugappa, Murugesa Pandian, Hosur, I believe that is in Karnataka. Okay. Chaco, Vijay Kumari, Chaco, good. I believe that you're coming for the first time. Is that right? Pragya, if I'm right. Pragya, that is from Delhi. Okay. Who else? Right. Go ahead and type your name and the place that you are coming in. So how many of you believe, this is a question that I normally ask for everyone who joined in the program. How many of you believe that it's very important to start things on time? How many of you believe that you should be starting your activities for everything in life? You have to start on time. How many of you believe that? Just go and say aye. How many of you believe that you have to start everything on time? You should not be waiting for somebody else. If the time is 7:30 sharp, 7:30, you have to start. Good, Shamira. Thank you very much. Sanjay, absolutely correct. Because if you're not able to manage your priorities in life, I don't call it time management because most of the people, they call it as time management. I don't like to call it as time management because you and I, we all have got 24 hours and we should be able to manage our activities, prioritize our activities so that we get enough time, productive time so that we are productive. Now, this 1.5 hours that you're going to be with me, it's going to be very productive because you're going to ask me questions. There's no presentation. I'll be taking presentation only for 10 minutes at the end of the session. Till then, it is only question and answer. So you are absolutely free to ask me any questions. So feel free. I'm going to stop the presentation right now. Here we go. So now we are here and you can ask me any questions. So there's no formalities, nothing as such. You got any question, you can ask me a question on leadership, on personal development, or it could be on presentation, speaking, or it is personal branding, or how to become a trainer, facilitator, or coach, or how to create your own training programs. You can ask me any question from anywhere. I would be more than happy to address all your questions. So who's going to go with the first question? Go ahead, please.
Sir, myself, Haris Satapalo.
Hi, Haris, and you're calling right now from?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Unmute yourself and speak to me. You're calling now from?
Qatar.
Okay, from Qatar. Go ahead, Haris. What's your question?
Sir, I have a small question regarding the quotes.
Okay.
Actually, I'm making regular posters for my status.
Okay.
So if I take from any quotes from Google, how I can identify that this is that particular person's quote?
Because below every quote there would definitely be the name of the author. Now if you see my quote, which is published on a single day, every single day, and there's a challenge every day. If you are there in the WOW group, or if you're there in the creative jungle group, you know that every single day there's one of my quote which is released by 6 o'clock or between 6 o'clock and 5 and 6 early in the morning. So there's a challenge based on that quote, and for sure under my quote you will definitely find my name. Similarly, every quote, anybody who comes up with a quote, their name would definitely be there below. So you are not permitted to you're not permitted to steal anybody's quote. Okay, you can create your own quote. You can take a quote. You can get inspired from a quote of anybody. For example, if it is Les Brown's quote or Tony Robbins' quote, you can get inspired from that quote, and then you model the quote, and then you can modify the quote. That means you're not copying the quote, but you can modify the quote. Once you modify the quote, then you can put your name. There's nothing wrong in it.
Okay. So if I is this any problem if I take that quote with the name and downside I keep
you can take the quote with their name,
my website name or something.
You can take their quote with their name. There's no problem in it, and you can post it anywhere because you're recognizing that person. Am I right? So there's no issues at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're giving the credit to the
Okay,
person.
thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're giving the credit to the author. So therefore, there's no issues at all, and you can do it. You can post it even in your book. Even if the book is sold, you can still use their quote. There are a lot of books which have got, every chapter has got a quote, so there's nothing wrong in it. You can also post that in your
Okay.
articles, in your blogs, whether it is LinkedIn or even if it's your website. You can do that. There's no issues at all in that. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much. Let's now, you can mute yourself. Let's go to the next question, please. Anybody? Anyone? If you got a question, we'll be having this question and answer session for 75 minutes, 1 hour 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes I will be doing my presentation. So anybody else, please go ahead. Make this very productive.
Sensei, I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead, Anish.
Last day I attended Tony Robinson's session.
Okay.
And in that session, Tony Robinson said that the next revolution should be self-education revolution.
Yeah.
He said that only 23% of the students in the world, they success, those who use their education for their success. And the balance 77 use the self-education.
Absolutely.
Yes. My question is this: how a leader or maybe a CEO or an owner of a office, how he can educate their followers through leadership? That is my question.
Okay, great. Very good. Thank you very much. That's a question of the time. That's a question of the time, because you and I, we all have gone through colleges, and what we have learned the college, I don't think that I have implemented anything that I have learned in what I have learned in the college. I have implemented that in my life. Very small percent I have used in my life. Most of the thing that is something that I have learned self-learning. And this is something that Jim Rohn said, that I don't remember it properly, but Jim Rohn said that one is education. What is that? Formal education. Formal education gives you an income, and self-education gives you a living, something like that. Okay, something like that. But it's all about income and it's about living. So if you want to live, you have to know what's happening in the marketplace. And what Tony Robbins said is absolutely correct, because I've been connected with Tony Robbins for quite long years, even before he was very well known in India as well. So what Tony Robbins does and what I do, we all focus on self-learning. Self-learning is not about academical learning. Now, I keep on saying that I'm just a graduate. I didn't do my post-graduation, but still I teach people who have got doctorates and all those things. Why? Because I got the experience, and I got my doctorate in an entirely different line in the education of aviation. So I knew that that is my area of expertise. So I moved to that side. It's not my education that I got from the school and college. What I do, but I'm a learner. Okay, it's not necessary that you have to be a student, but you have to be a learner. All the leaders must be a learner. When I say learner, you have to see what is in the marketplace, what is the pain in the marketplace, and based on the pain in the marketplace and based on the pleasure. So I want you to connect two things. You have to connect your passion, and you have to connect the pain in the marketplace, and then bring pleasure in the marketplace. Once again, repeat your passion. Number one, that's your passion. Number one. Number two, you connect the passion with the pain in the marketplace, and you ask yourself, wow, this is a pain in the marketplace, and I have the passion to clear that, and I have a solution. So you bring a pleasure in the marketplace by identifying the pain in the marketplace and taking your passion to the next level. Anish, so you need to ask Anish, what is your passion? Number one, two, three. And then you go and search, is that a pain in the marketplace? If it is a pain, then you're on the right spot, because you can take your passion, you can convert it into pleasure and give it to the people who are really looking for that. Now, the same thing happens. Now, if your question was about leaders. Now, what happened is that, for example, I got a team of members. There are a couple of things that you have to know. Number one is personal goal. You have to set your personal goal and the business goal for your team. If you've got a team, and if you're in the business, if you're an entrepreneur, people, they don't set goals. You have to set goals for 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, and 3 months. What does that mean? Quarter, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. And then you have to sit with your team. You have to see whether they have got a personal goal, not the goal that you set for your team. Your team must have a personal goal. A personal goal is a goal which is connected to their family. It could be their health. It could be their education. It could be their development, and so forth. As the leader, you must be knowing what is the passion of your team members, what is their goal, their personal goal. Then comes the business goal. Business goal is because you are heading the business, so there should be a goal for the next 3 months. What is the goal for the business side? So you need to have two goals. And once you can understand that, and once you see that your team member wants to develop in a particular area, he wants to develop in a particular area, you as a leader, you should be able to open up the doors so that they can go and do their education or learning. It's not, again, it's not academic learning I'm talking about. It's about 3 days course, 4-day course. Or it could be online course, or it could be Udemy course, because today the world is looking for shortcuts. And I'm a person, I look for shortcuts. You look for shortcuts, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, you learn, you grab that, and then you educate yourself. So as a leader, you should be able to give education to your team members, and you have to educate, because always keep in mind, if you are a leader, you have to add value. And in order to add value, you must become valuable. Is that correct? Do you agree to that, Anish? In order to add value, you must become valuable. And to become valuable, you need to have more knowledge. Until otherwise, you do not have more knowledge, you're not valuable. And if you're not valuable, you can't add value. So this is a cycle which keeps on going. So always keep up adding something that is required in the marketplace, is connected with your passion, and bring pleasure in the marketplace. I'll tell you, people will come behind you. You don't have to go and do marketing. People will come to you, because that's a pain that people are suffering. Did I answer your question, Anish? Anish, did I answer your question? Am I audible?
You are audible. I think Anish has got some network.
Okay. Because I'm not looking at the screen, I'm looking straight in the camera. I don't know what's happening in the screen, because if I look at the screen, it'll look as if I'm looking down. So I want to look straight in the camera and speaking into the camera.
Yes.
Okay, great. What about you? What do you think? Did I answer the question what Anish asked me right now?
Absolutely.
Okay, great, good. Let's go for the next question, please. No wasting of time. Make it productive. What's the next question? Anyone, just charge in. Don't waste your time, please. Time is very valuable. Go ahead.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So, namaste, sir.
Namaste.
So actually, I'm Samrit.
Name and where are you from?
So, Samrit from Calcutta.
Hi, Samrit from Calcutta. How are you doing?
So, fine.
How is the challenges going on? I believe that you're in challenge number 15. You completed 15. Is that correct?
Yes. 15
now
challenges.
And now you're going to go to 16, and your coach will be for the next 3 days. Your coach will be Mr. Benny. He's going to help you.
Yes, I'll definitely do that.
Okay. Go ahead, Samrit. What is your question?
So,
go ahead.
I just wanted to know from you, sir. I wanted to be a good orator like Dale Carnegie. So
Okay.
what are the process, or what knowledge do I require to achieve that?
Okay, very good. There are 2 things that you have to require. 2 very important things. Are you with me, Samrit? There are 2 things that you require. One is your subject knowledge, and the second one is your presentation skills. Did you get me?
Okay.
Samrit, okay, don't mute yourself. Number 1 is your what is the subject that you want to teach? What is that you want to teach? You must be having enough knowledge in that. And the second one, you need to have the presentation skill. There are people who might be having they are a subject matter expert. They might be subject matter expert, but they don't know how to present. It doesn't get into the head of the person. For example, if you're an engineer, if you're an IT department, you are from the finance department, you are a master in finance. However, if you don't know how to speak in front of the people, you don't know how to communicate or connect with people. So automatically what's going to happen? Whatever you're going to say, summary, that's going to overflow my head. Do you agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
Louder, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so therefore it is not only the subject matter, you should also know the presentation. Now let's take another example. You are very good at presentation, but you have 0 knowledge experience. Okay. You do not know of the subject. Now you might make the training, or you might make the presentation very entertaining. However, there is no learning happening. You got me? There is no learning happening. So if you want, there are 2 things. There should be a learning happening, and it has to be encouraging, and there should be entertainment. If you want both the things to happen, that means you must be expert in 2 things. Number 1, you must be a subject matter expert, or what you call as SME. And number 2, you must be a presenter, a very good presenter. You must be having the presentation skills. So that is what you have to have. So if you're taking Dale Carnegie, or you're taking anybody, you ask yourself, what is your subject first? Your subject. Now, if you take Dale Carnegie, or if you take Tony Robbins, or if you take Les Brown, if you take anybody, they all have different things, different areas. Because number 1, if you take John C. Maxwell, he's into leadership. If you take Tony Robbins, he is into change, he is into coaching and all those things, personal development or personal mastery. So you need to ask. It's not that you take different people's style. It's not about taking different people's style. You need to ask, what is that you want to do? Samrit, you need to ask what is that you want to do, what is the subject, what is the passion that you have, and then how can you connect that with the presentation. Only then you can bring changes in the people, otherwise you will not be able to bring changes in the people. Is that correct? Samrit, are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so these are the two things. Focus on these two things, and I'll tell you, you can become you yourself. You can create your own brand. You can create your own personal brand as a speaker, as a trainer, as a facilitator. And what we teach here and what you're doing right now is how can you develop your presentation skills by doing teleprompter. I believe that you have done the 5 teleprompters. Am I right? By reading. And I saw you the feedback that was given even by your father. Your father gave you feedback. Am I right? And somebody else also gave you feedback. So you're collecting feedback from other people. You're collecting feedback from the coach. The coaches are helping you to develop and go and excel in whatever you're doing. So we are helping you not in the subject matter. We are helping you in the presentation part. You must be knowing the subject matter both together, married together. That will make you an expert in whatever you want to do and achieve.
Sir, Tony Robbins is coming to India for to 6th June.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. Let's move on to the next question, please. Next question, please.
Hi, Sensei.
Yes, please. Go ahead, Sanju.
Sensei, in the leadership, how can I see the other side of me? Not at the time of the result, then I think that I went wrong with my leadership, which is like the other part of me.
Okay. Do you have
how can I find that one?
Do you have team members right now, Sanju, under you? Do you have team
yes,
members? You do have. Okay. Do you evaluate them on a regular basis?
Yes.
Okay. How long? What is the frame? What is the time frame of your evaluation? When I say evaluation, I'm talking about sitting with them, having a discussion, seeing what they achieved, and so forth.
Mostly, I evaluate at end of the day.
Okay.
What they have completed the task. And,
okay.
But I always feel that sometimes I lack in the leadership where the other side of me, which we say, I cannot see myself that I have done the proper leadership in that, in the sense. Yeah.
Okay, so there are two things that you have to know. Now, you mentioned that you evaluate them on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Is that correct? Is it right? Just unmute yourself. Keep yourself unmuted. So you evaluate them on a daily basis. That means you are becoming a very operational managing type. You're with me? You are more like a manager, not a leader. You're more like a manager, not a leader. How many of you agree to that? Show me a thumbs up or raise your hands. If you are managing someone on a daily basis, you are micromanaging that person. That means you're not at all a leader anymore, because you are on back of their shoulder. It's not that what you have to do. You have to give them a set goal, which they have to achieve and come back to you. And that is why you have to set your KPIs. Have you set KPIs?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We have KPIs, yes.
Sorry, and give me what areas of KPIs do you set? On what areas do you set the KPIs?
Sensei, I missed you.
What areas do you set the KPIs?
In the operations, in the services and all.
Okay, great. And now, if you set your KPIs for each and every member of your team, and what is the time duration that you go and check the KPIs? Interval. What is the interval?
KPIs are done in the regular basis. I check it in the.
What do you mean by regular?
Weekends. Do they?
Every weekend, you said. Every weekend, you said. You said every weekend.
Since it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, KPIs, you should be giving KPIs. This is where you can measure your leadership. Leadership cannot be measured on 2 days or a week. Okay, once again, repeat. Leadership is a process. That's called the law number 3. If you go and read the book, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Once again, I repeat the name of the book. It's called 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. The third law is called the law of the process. The law of the process, what John C. Maxwell says, that leadership is not a game of a day. It takes time. So for you to see the changes in your people and your leadership, you have to give them the time. For example, 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, and then see whether they are changing. And if they are changing, that means it's because of you, And number two, and when I say because of you, there's another thing also you have to look at. Are you involving in their business on a daily basis? If you're involving every single day in their business, then again, you are micromanaging. Without your assistance, if you are giving a task to your teammates, and if they are able to achieve that task and report to you saying that, yes, Mr. Sanju, I have achieved this, and this is happening, and there's a scale, and they are scaling their business or the revenue without your help and support, even in your absence, that means you're a good leader.
Okay.
If they are coming to you back and forth, then there is something wrong. You have to check that. That is why you have to use a strategy. You have to use a strategical plan. You have to see what is how are you assigning that? How are you delegating the job and so forth? And then you have to go back to your drawing board, and then you have to work again if it is not working.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that is so
Thank
for
you,
leadership. So for leadership, now your question was, how can you measure your leadership? There is only one tool to measure your leadership, and that measuring tool is called influence. Nothing more, nothing less. Once again, repeat for all the leaders who are here, the only one tool that you can use to measure your leadership is influence. And if you can influence your team to do the work without your presence, that's why I use the word. That's very, very important, essential. Without your presence, then you're a good leader. If they need your presence every single day, that means it's a micromanagement. You're not more than a manager, but you're not more than a manager, if I put it that way. You're managing them, not leading them. You're with me? So this is what you have to do. See whether you're able to influence them, whether they are able to achieve the goals which have been set and agreed upon through your KPIs, and you are not micromanaging them. And if still they give you the result, you don't have to look anything. You're a good leader. Okay. Did I answer your question, Sanju?
Yeah, yes, Sensei. Thank you.
Okay, let's move to the next question, please. Go ahead. Sharp questions, deep questions. Please go ahead. No wasting of time, please. Next question. Anyone can ask me questions. Go ahead. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. Go ahead. Any question? Go ahead. Am I audible? Okay, go ahead, please. Any question? Wow. Wow. If you're not asking me questions, you're wasting your time. Come on, go ahead. Ask me.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead, please. Yes. Fatima Minha. Where are you calling from, Fatima?
I'm from Malappuram.
Okay, go ahead, Fatima. What is your question? Go ahead.
Okay. That's not a question, but I want to join your coaching and I don't have any pain. Just I want to get some coaching like for my future.
Sorry, once again, I don't have any. What is that? I didn't get that part.
I don't have any pains like.
Oh, okay. You don't have any pain. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want some coaching for my future.
Okay. You want coaching for the future. That itself is Minha, is a pain.
Yeah.
That itself is a pain because you have identified that you want to do something in your future, and that is a pain because you identified that if I don't do myself, if I don't develop, I'm not being coached, then I won't be able to achieve what I want to achieve. So you have already identified your pain. How many of you agree to that? Just raise your hands, please. How many of you agree to that? She is so smart that she was able to identify her pain, but she does not recognize that as a pain. Fatima, that is a pain. And it was good that you identified, and that's why you knocked the door. For sure, you can contact our coaches like Anish and Shamira, and they would be more than happy to help you, to assist you based on your age and so forth. Anyway, we are going to come up with something. If you're staying today till 9 o'clock. Till 9 o'clock, I'll be introducing something. What is your age? Are you between? You don't have to tell me your age. Are you between 13 and 18?
Yes.
Okay, so you fall in that. I'm going to introduce something that would help you. Today, I'm going to introduce, we are going to introduce something for the kids, for the young leaders. So you can be a part of it, which I'll be introducing after the first session. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Let's go to the next question, please.
Good evening, Sensei.
Good evening. Yes, please. Where are you from? And what's your name?
I am Biju John Lucas. I am from Ernakulam.
Oh,
you remember me?
Yeah. You're from the vigilance department.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
go ahead, please.
Actually,
Yes.
I struck up with some official obligation, and again I joined, but I cannot complete the program.
No issue.
And now, now myself and my family, all members of family, affected with the COVID positive, and now we are recovering.
Okay.
Now we are on the
Are
11th
you
day.
good? Are you healthy now?
And yeah, now we are recovering. We are on the 10th day of COVID, and we
Okay.
are recovering from the this COVID-19. And actually now I am in this period of isolation. I want to rejoin and complete my task.
Absolutely.
Can you help me for this?
Yeah, no problem. Because this is a family. We'd never kick out anybody from the family. Once you join the family, you're the
Yeah, I
member
know.
of the journey. Even if you go out and if you come after 2 years, we still receive you without any fee. We don't charge anything from you. You're still our family member. We call
Yeah.
ourselves a family. You know that we are a family. We don't call ourselves a group. Yes, you can come in and you can touch base with Coach Anish, and then we'll help you out.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sensei. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Let's move on to the next question, please. Next question. Anyone, please don't waste your time because time is very valuable. Very, very valuable. Next, please. Anyone? It's so boring to look at each other without talking, I'll tell you. So please open up. Even if you've got the most stupid question, you can still ask me, and most probably I'll be able to answer. The people who have asked one question, give the chance to others, please. Okay, go ahead. Anyone?
Sensei, could you please tell us what is the one thing that is to be done by the youth or the country during this very troublesome COVID-19 pandemic lockdown?
Okay, could you repeat the question once again? I heard half of it. I missed the other half.
Could you please tell me the one thing that should be done by the youth of the country in these very troublesome COVID-19 pandemic days?
Okay, very good, very good. And I know who you are. Just introduce yourself to the group, please.
I am Benny Kurian. I am a personal growth coach. I did Sensei's Coach the Coach program. I'm into the second program, the professional effectiveness program.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So you're a gold member. Okay,
Yeah.
very good question, very strong question. I can see and those who are very close to me, they know that I don't coach, or I don't teach, or I don't train kids. That is something which is not my strong area. My strong area is management and leaders. That is my strong area, CEOs, VPs, and so forth. But what I could see that when I started this program a year back, I think we started this program last March, after the COVID happened, when it hit us. And then I could see that there are a lot of kids who are joining this program. So what should kids do now is to go, and rather than learning a lot of things, they should ask themselves, what is that I want to be in life? They need to have some sort of clarity. What is that I want to be in life? And is there any program which is being given online, and learn that? So make use of it. You can be your best teacher, because earlier days, you need to have a teacher to teach you, but today it's not about teachers, it is about learning. If you can give time, it's not about who is the teacher. If you can get teacher, you can get worldwide teacher, because somebody was talking about Tony Robbins, and Tony Robbins is one of the highest paid teacher in the world. He collects in millions of dollars each and every session. So today you have got the opportunity to sit in the comfort of your house and learn. So learn from people, make your own notes, and you don't have to follow exactly what they teach you. You can modify it based on your culture, based on the country that you come from, based on the language. And then the best thing that you could do, and you and I, Benny, because you have been a facilitator for more than 25 years and training corporate, and you have trained in more than 10 countries, including Switzerland, Europe, and all those countries. So I believe that you also agree, the more you learn, the more you teach, the more you learn. What do you think about it, Mr. Benny?
Exactly.
So this is what I would say. I'll ask every students who are here right now, every grown-up, it doesn't matter what age you are. I'm 54 years old, and I'm still a student. I spent 7 hours. Today is Eid, but still I'm a student. I was learning even today. It's not about celebration, it's about learning. The more I learn, the best thing is to teach others. Now, how do I teach? I use that in different platforms. Now, what am I doing here? Am I teaching you? The answer is no. I'm learning from you. How many of you agree? I want you to raise your hands, please. What am I doing here? I'm learning from you because you're asking me questions. That question is helping me to take those knowledge that I already have. So I'm learning from you, and that's why I'm asking you to indirectly, I'm asking you to ask me questions so that I can learn more than you. So be a learner. So every individual who is here, irrespective of your age, your gender, your culture, it doesn't matter. I want you to learn something and teach that. Learn and teach, learn and teach, learn and teach. That is a cycle. The more you learn, the more you teach, the more you teach, the more you learn. If you have that cycle in yourself, I'll tell you, you'll become a very good leader. You will become a very good presenter. You will become a very good teacher, and people would love to listen to you because you get stories, you get case studies, you get different different subject, whatever is related to you. You just go and teach that. You learn that and teach that. This is one thing, and I would say, look at the good side of the pandemic. And one of the good things that happened during the pandemic is learning. So I would say during this period, learn the maximum that you can based on what is your passion. If science is your passion, go and learn science. Don't go and learn something else. So ask yourself, what is your passion? Learn only one thing. When I say one thing, it has to be vertical learning, not horizontal learning. Do not go and learn everything, because you can never become master in everything. I don't go and learn cooking. I don't learn how to catch fish. There are courses about all those things. I don't learn how to play play an instrument. I don't do that. If I want, I can spend half an hour to learn that, but I don't do that because that's not going to add value in what I'm doing. I would learn anything which is related to business, anything that is related to leadership, anything that is to do with presentation skills and so forth. That is what I learned, because that is my profession, that's my passion, and I can become much more master in whatever I'm doing. So ask yourself, what is that one thing that you want to do? What is that one thing that you have got passion, and then learn it and teach it. Did I answer your question?
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next question, please. Go ahead, anyone.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Excuse me. Arish Krishna.
Great. Where are you from, Arish?
I'm from Thrissur.
Okay, go ahead. What's your question, please?
So my question is that if you want to motivate a person, but who is ignoring us, we need to motivate them. But they are just a failure and they are ignoring us. But we still answer them. They are very important to us. So therefore we need to motivate them. But they are still ignoring. Then what do we do?
Can I give you one answer? One line, one answer? Can I give you one line, one answer? Shall I give you that?
Yeah, no problem.
Don't motivate them.
Yeah, okay.
Don't motivate them, because you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. If, for example, if you're, I know that you're a young boy. Let's say that your younger brother is sick. Just imagine that your younger brother is sick, and you took the tablet and asked him to take the tablet, and he does not like to have the tablet, and he took the tablet, and as soon as you move away from that, he spat the tablet out. Do you think your intention was that to cure the disease or whatever, or the illness in your brother? Is that right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
But your brother, was he ready to take it? Yes or no?
Yeah, he is not ready.
He is not ready. Therefore, don't do it. Because if a person is not ready, then you can't do anything. You can only take the horse till the water. You will not be able to make the horse drink water. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So you need to ask yourself, Arish, is there anybody else who needs my help? Rather than going and breaking the rock, rather than going and motivating somebody who is demotivated, who is very negative, who does not want to be motivated, ask yourself, how can I make my time productive so that I can go and change somebody else's life, so that he can go and change somebody else's life? That's what great leaders do.
Okay.
That's what great leaders do. Now, for example, if you are the boss of a company, let's say you are the boss of the company, you're the leader of the company, and you got one staff, and that staff, you want to motivate that staff and inspire that staff, but the staff is not ready to change. What will you do? Tell me, if you're in that position, tell me what will you do? I know that you're an 8th grader. Am I right? You're an 8th grader. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me that if you're a boss of a company, you're the leader of a company, you want to motivate one of your staff member, you're doing all the things, but he is not getting motivated, he's ignoring you. What will you do? Tell me, as a leader, what is the one step that you'll take? Tell me very fast. Go ahead.
I would fire him.
Exactly correct. How many of you agree? Just show your hands. You got to fire him because you're the good leader. Okay, because you did the maximum, because the first step is not to fire the person. The first step is not to fire the person. The first step is to coach the person, educate the person, motivate the person. And even after all those things, if it's not working, then he is going to be the cancer for the development of your business. So do not keep the cancer in your business. So you have to remove the cancer. And the only way to remove the cancer is to fire the person and hire somebody better than him and better than you. You have to always, when you hire somebody, you have to hire somebody who is better than you. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next, please. Next, please. Go ahead. Go ahead. Next, please. Anyone? Go ahead. If you don't ask me questions, you won't get the answer. So please do ask me questions.
Sensei Suhail here.
Okay, Suhail, go ahead. What's your question?
Suhail, I want to ask you a question about
Suhail, introduce yourself to the team.
People need listeners now, you know.
Suhail, introduce yourself to the team, please.
Yeah. I'm Suhail, teacher empowerment coach. Now, recently I joined CTC, and I have completed one of my challenge. Attended 3 sessions of Sensei.
And what's your
going
profession?
ahead with practical.
What's your profession?
Working in school.
Great. What's your question now?
I'm working in school.
What's your question? Thank you. What's your question?
My question is, we are doing coaching. Coaching is more about we are asking questions to them and making them to say the answer. But what I say, many people are there. They need listeners. They need to tell their difficult situation they have faced in their life. So in that kind of stage, if someone comes to us, we are doing as a professional coach, then what to do? Let us listen, or we just ask questions, and how is it?
Okay, thank you very much.
It will take more time. You know, if they have started speaking, if we are just simply sitting as a listener, that will take more time. Then what to do?
Okay, so the first question you need to ask is, Suhail, are you professional or is it a passion? Okay, the first question that you need to ask yourself, are you doing this for as a part of your profession, or are you doing just for the sake of passion? If it is sake of the passion, you just have a cup of tea and say, okay, talk, let me listen to you. You can spend hours and hours and hours, which I used to do once upon a time. Okay, so as soon as I got into profession, it's no more like that. I don't give time for anyone just to talk to me. Okay, if I know them, that's yes, but again, they should respect my time. Don't you believe in that? Don't you agree that they have to respect your time? Is that true?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so always be mindful of the time that you are spending with those people, because the more that you listen, it's very good to listen to people. Automatically, what happens? There could be cases where they are giving you all the sentiments of their life. Whatever happened in their life, all the things that happened with them or their family members or their boss or their teammates. And if they're coming up with all those pains and you're just listening, you will not be able to sleep. Okay, so you need to have a clear frame. You have to create a frame. Even if they are telling their own sad stories, you must be able to track them in a level which becomes productive. Just by listening, there is nothing going to happen. Just by listening to what they are saying, nothing is going to happen. You should create during the conversation, you should be able to create a CTA. CTA is a call to action, whereby you should be taking that person from where the level they are talking to you to the next level. Otherwise, what's going to happen? They'll talk to you next day again. They'll come and talk to you the same story, or they will go to somebody else who's a good listener. If that's not, you should not be keeping that person in that particular level. What you have to do is you have to take them to the next level. If that person is not ready to take himself or herself to the next level, stop them and say, don't come to me because you're repeating the same story. I listened to the story 4 times. Now I don't want to listen for the 5th time. It's very hard to say no, but great leaders have got the courage to say no. Now ask yourself, do you have the courage to say no? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes.
That is what, because as a principal, as a school principal, you should be having the guts and the courage to say no when it is no. And whether for me, nobody, this is my office. Nobody comes to my office. That doesn't mean that I'm a bad guy. Nobody comes to my office, because every individual who I connect with, I don't even take telephone calls. Some people, they say that, let me call you. I say, no, send me messages, send me a voice message, because calling, whenever I'm free, I'll call you back, but don't call me, because I'll get completely distracted. So if you're calling me without texting me, I will not pick up your phone. Why? For me, time is very, very important. Very, very important. So what I do, nobody comes to my office. Even I think around about 4 years back, I used to do Zoom. And when people say that I want to have a meeting, I'll say, don't come to my office and have a meeting with me. You just call me. Call me from your place. I'll tell what is Zoom. And they don't know what is Zoom. I have to give them the information. Zoom is so and so. Only people came to know about Zoom after the COVID. But that is what I used to do. Meaning I say no to people. When you say no to people, people respect you. Don't think that if you say no, people are going to hate you. If those are those people who hate you, then let them go. They're not your good associates, and they're not your good friend. Do you believe in that?
Yes, yes.
Do you
I
believe in
agree.
that? If you have the courage to say no, and if they respect your no, they are good people. They are good people. Go and help them. Go and help them. If they say that, okay, well, he's telling no to me, and he's thinking of bossy himself and all those things, then don't go, because that's not a good connection for you. Break the connection. That's it. As simple as that. Did I answer your question?
Okay, Sensei, thank you.
So make sure that you listen, but it's not the listening part. You have to go for the CTA, call to action. Make sure that you take them in your conversation, you take them to the next level.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Sensei.
Most welcome. Next, please. Go ahead, please.
Hello, sir. Myself. Hello,
Yes.
sir. I'm Himansu from India.
Where in India?
From Bihar, sir.
Bihar. Okay. What's your question?
Sir, currently I have started in February month a startup company that's related to test transportation. Sir, we are facing in COVID-19 lots of problem in transportation sector, and in 2 months before I have started, and now I have faces funding problem. So I would like to know how to connect with more and more investors.
I didn't get the half of it. You said that you started a company two months back. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In how many months, sir?
Others, please unmute yourself. Others, please mute yourself. Okay. Once again, you started a company. Repeat the question once again.
Sir, I have started a startup company that's related to tech transportation in February month, and now May is going on. So I am facing funding problem, and then I would like to get funding from some investor. Then how to pitch and how to connect with them.
Okay, good. Now, I didn't understand what business you are in. Is this a physical business? Is there, you said transportation. I heard something like that. Is it a transportation business, or is it something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it physical product?
No, sir. Online website and application related.
Okay. Okay. Online product. So do you have any other investors other than you? Do you have any other partners other than you?
Yes, sir. I have in this company, 2 friends are working.
Okay.
Me and my friend.
Okay. And when was the last time you did a pitch? When was the last time you did a sales pitch?
Sir, currently we haven't connected with any investor, but now we want to connect with someone.
Okay. Have you prepared your sales pitch?
No, sir.
What is your USP? What is your USP?
I didn't understand, sir.
What is your USP? What is your unique selling proposition or unique selling point? What is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have unique selling point to target driver and efficient management of transportation.
Okay. Is there anybody else who is doing the same service?
No, sir.
So what is the specialty? Give me 3 specialty of your service.
First specialty in India, driver lives are no matter. We provide driver life matter also, and in transportation sector, time has no any importance. Okay. So we increase efficiency, and third point is safety and security. In logistics sector, nobody take responsibility of security and safety of goods.
So are you more like a cargo, or you're more like a courier service?
No, sir.
Oh, no. Then what is
We
it all about?
provide we provide like truck and pickup online at within 1 hour at your loading point, and you get truck and you load your goods, and from that pickup point we take it that destination, and all safety bring. We also give insurance policy in way if any types of damages you got, you can recover it.
Okay, great. Now I understood. That means you're providing the logistics from point A to point B for different companies.
Yes,
or am I right? Okay, great. So
yes, sir.
so you are right now going for a funding. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is that you're looking for? What is the amount that you're looking for?
Sir, I am looking for how to identify right investor who is interested in my company for investment.
What is the investment you're looking for?
Seed funding, sir.
Sorry?
Seed funding.
Seed funding. Okay. Did you approach anyone till now?
No, sir.
Okay. What you can do is, have you got your presentation ready?
Yes, sir. We are making a project report, all revenue model and business model.
Okay. Send me your a very simple business model, or you can send me the presentation that you would like to do, and let me go through it. Is that fine?
Okay. Okay, sir.
You can just WhatsApp me, and I'll go through it, and I'll get back to you. Is that okay?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You're most welcome. Next, please. Next, please. Anyone? Go ahead. Yes, please. I'm waiting for all of you.
I am Sumaya from Pune.
Okay. What's your question, Sumaya?
Just a minute. Okay. How can I find my passion?
Okay, good.
Professionally, I am a teacher, but not working now yet.
Right.
Now I feel I am not reached my position.
Okay, right. So let me ask you one thing. When you say you're a teacher, and you said that you're not working as a teacher right now, why did you go and why did you take the courses to become a teacher? What was the secret behind it? Why did you go for the courses that make you a teacher? Why did you are you a B.Ed, or what is the qualification that you have, education qualification that you have? B.Ed. What? Sorry?
B.Ed.
Okay, so why did you go for that? You want to become a teacher?
I am B.Ed qualified, and CATET, I also qualified.
Okay, no, my question is, why did you take B.Ed? Why did you take B.Ed? Why did you go for something else? Why did you go for that particular course? That's my question. Why? Give me one answer. What was the reason for you to take that?
Just a flow of education.
That's the biggest mistake most of the people do. How many of you agree to that? Just raise your hands. That is the biggest mistake people do. People go and do just for the sake of doing. You'll be spending your 2 years, 3 years, and you will never reach anywhere. And at last you say that what I want to do. If you had invested the 2 years behind your passion and done any education, whether it's a short-term or long-term program that would help you connect with your passion and go there, definitely you'll reach where you want to reach. I'll give you
how can I find my passion?
I'll give the answer. I'll give the answer. So for that, you need to understand what is that you want to do. Okay, you need to understand not now. Okay, now you have done your program, but still you can go and find out your passion for sure. That's no issues at all. It's not a big challenge. Tell me, what is the three things that you love doing? What are the 3 things that you love doing?
First one.
Go ahead, very fast, very fast.
Plan some plantation.
Okay, plantation. Number 2. Number 2.
Number 2, painting.
Okay, number 3, please.
Number 3, reading.
Reading. Okay. Now, when you say planting, you're talking about gardening. Are you talking about gardening?
Gardening, farm.
Okay, number one is gardening, number two is painting, and number three is reading. Is that correct?
Yes.
Among these three, which is the most important one? Which is the one that you really, really love?
Gardening.
Okay, gardening. Now, is there any way that you can make money out of gardening? Tell me. Is there any way that you can make gardening as a business? Yes or no?
I don't know.
You don't know. What do you think? Is it possible? Yes or no? What do you think?
Possible.
Okay, if it is possible, do you think that you will be more happy as a gardener and selling something which is related to gardening, or you will be happy teaching students? Which one would you be more happy?
More happy with the plants.
Okay, so if you say with plants, 0 to 10, 0 to 10, how happy would you be? 0 means you're not happy, 10 means I'm very happy. Give me the number.
Around 9.
Around 9. So then, and if it is teaching, what is the number? Teaching, if it's 0, that is you don't like teaching. Number 10 is you really, really love teaching. What's the number?
Around 7.
7. So don't you think that gardening is something that you are very much related to and you are connected to? Yes or no?
Yes.
Can you do a research tomorrow? Can you go and find out people who are doing gardening? I know, but I won't tell you. I want you to go and search yourself. Are there people who are selling plants and related things? Okay. And they are doing business far better than being a teacher. Can you do that research tomorrow?
I don't know.
You know, because you have internet connection. Am I right? Don't say you don't know. Don't say that you don't know because you're a teacher. Don't say you don't know because there is everything available in the world today. It's on your laptop. Okay. So do you have a connection at home? Do you have an internet connection? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Can you go and search and find out, is there anybody who is doing that type of business in Kerala, especially in your area, which is Malappuram district? Can you go and search and find out that?
Okay.
Can you do that? Yes or no?
Yes.
What time will you do that?
This time.
What time? Tomorrow, what time will you do that?
This day night, I will search.
Tonight?
Yes.
And after that, would you be able to report that I did the search and this is what I found out? There are business who are running business on gardening. Would you be able to update?
Yes.
Okay. There is Coach Samira in the group. You can just contact Coach Samira and you just give her the feedback that this is what I did and this is what I learned. And then we can help you out.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Did you get a passion now?
Yes.
See, to identify passion, you don't have to break your head. To identify your passion, it takes only 5 minutes. How many of you agree? Just raise your hands, please. How many of you agree? Just raise your hands. How many of you agree that to identify your passion, it just takes 5 minutes to identify? You just have to ask the right question to the right time. Okay, and you will be able to identify. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next one, please. Sumaya, thank you very much. Let's move on to next. Good. Anyone, just go ahead.
Sir, I am from Kollam.
Yes.
I am Ajay Rathusagar from Kollam.
Ajay, what you're doing, Ajay?
I am a digital marketer, a digital creator.
Okay, digital marketer. Okay, tell me, Ajay, what's your question?
So my question is, the fear factor is very common.
Sorry, once again, I didn't get that.
So fear factor is very common.
Okay.
Fear factor is very common. How to fire the fear and paints with challenges against several negative forces. I mean, inhibitions and outer black forces.
Okay, what do you mean by black? What do you mean by black forces?
Black forces means negative forces to social anti-social activities, some kind of.
Give me an example, please.
Example, please. So there are so many negative forces in social anti-social activities, and
give me 5 examples.
Attacking personally and
okay,
and some kind personally and socially.
Okay. Okay. Number 2, number 3.
And country basis activities, negative forces.
Okay.
So they are loving wars.
So how is that affecting you?
Affecting mentally, socially, and spiritually, affecting that.
It's affecting you. Is that right?
It's affecting me and others.
Okay.
Especially.
Okay. Let's not talk about others. Let's talk about you.
Yes.
Let's talk about you. So it's affecting you. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so where do you find this? Is it when you do some posting, or is it that you go and read something and that's when you come across this? Tell me, how do you come across this?
So from my experiences,
Okay,
that's
give me an experience. Share one experience. Share one experience,
so
please.
so my daily life activities, I'm facing some kind of inhibitions and some kind of pupils, the negative pupils. So
Where is this happening? Is it happening online? You said that you are a digital marketer. Is it happening online? Is it happening
no.
offline? Where is it happening? Or in a house, in an office? Where is this happening?
So that kind of fears are everywhere.
No. It's not everywhere. It's not everywhere. Be very specific, because if you say everywhere, then you won't get a help. Be very specific so that I can help you. That's why I'm asking you this question. Be very specific and tell me. Yes.
Specific means sometimes I'm suffering with some inhibitions, and inhibitions means inside pains.
Okay. What type of pain? Give me what type of pain that you are suffering.
So decision making and some kinds of internal internal confessing time and internal assessing time. There are so many mental irritations and some kind of negative aspects.
Does this happen every time, or is it at a particular time?
No, particular time.
Particular time.
Not every time.
Not every time. Not every day.
No. At the time of decision making, at the time of some kinds of activities.
Okay. So when it comes to decision making, what pops up in your mind?
No, I am suffering with every time. Sometime.
Now you said every time. Okay, tell me, when you make the decision, what is coming up in your mind? Give me one thing. Give me one thing. When was the last time it happened when you were taking a decision, Ajay? When was the last time it happened?
For example, this is a pandemic situation.
Okay.
We are suffering with the pandemic situation. It's a very epidemic and pandemic. We are very panicked in this time.
Okay.
This time, how to overcome this time? This is a very righteous example for that.
Okay, this is a very common question. This is a very common question that most of the people would be asking. Now, I'm also in the same situation. Am I right? I'm also in the same situation. Do you agree? Every individual who is there in this particular group is going through the same situation. How many of you are going through pandemic right now? Just raise your hands. How many of you are going through pandemic right now? Just raise your hands. Do understand one thing, Ajay. This is called the event. Pandemic is an event. I want everyone to write the letter E. And most of you know that this is something that I quote from Jack and Field. E is an event that happens in our life. Okay, this event could be a good event. This event could be a bad event. It could be a flood. It could be a cyclone. It could be a pandemic. It could be a success. It could be that you just got a job. It could be a raise in your salary. It could be anything. It could be a negative event, or it could be a positive event. What is the letter? I want everyone to go and type once again E, the capital letter E, including you, Ajay. Go and type E. I want you to go and type E. E is an event. Okay. Now, can you change the event? The answer is no. Can you change the event? The answer is no. If there is a cyclone, can you change it? No. If there is a pandemic, can you change it? No. If there is a raise in salary, can you change it? No. There are a lot of things which is not under your control. Do you agree to that, Ajay? Yes or no? Ajay, do you agree to that? Yes or no? Ajay, do you agree that there are a lot of things that you can't change, you can't influence? Okay, great. Now, the next thing you can do, there is an event that is happening, but the next thing that you can do, that is called the R. Okay.
Just an event.
Okay, that's called an R. And R is where an R stands for two things. Either it is called for the reaction, or the second one is response. Now, there are two types of people. The first category of people, they would react to the situation, what's happening. For example, you mentioned pandemic right now. Am I right? So when it comes to pandemic, somebody can react to that and he would just blame and he would curse everything that's happening in the world. However, if there could be other person who would look the pandemic from a different angle and who would say, yes, it's happening to everyone. So let me get back and let me do what I can do. Do you agree to that?
Yes.
Okay. So the thing, it's not about the pandemic. It's not about the event that happens in our life. It's how you respond to the event and how you react to the event. For example, if there is a close relative of yours, let's say there are two brothers. Okay. These are identical twin brothers, and their father died. One of the brother would cry in the incident, saying that I lost my dad, and he would cry. Are you with me?
Okay.
Okay, and the other person would look at the same incident and say that I lost my father, but now I have to take responsibility of my family. Therefore, I need to be strong. Are you with me? The event was one. The event was one, the death of the father. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
The death of the father. But how you take that event and how you react and respond, your outcome would differ. So here is an equation I want everyone to write. E plus R is equal to O. E plus R is equal to O. Once again, I repeat, E plus R is equal to O. E stands for the event, R stands for either the reaction or the response, and the O is the outcome. The letter O stands for outcome. So you, for example, in your case, you can bring a change, Ajay. You can bring a change in your life. You can bring a change in the outcome, and to bring a difference in the outcome. If you want to bring a difference in your outcome, you have to respond other than react. Other than react.
Respond.
You have to respond. Respond means not. You have to step back and say that, well, what should I do next so that it does not go into my head? You got it. I'll give one more example. I'll give one more example. Let's say that, are you married?
Yes, I am married.
Okay. Imagine that you're going with your wife. Okay. And somebody came and with a knife. Okay. Imagine that person came with a knife and asked you for your wallet. Okay. Now there are two things that can happen. You can either react and fight. Okay, you can either react and fight, or you can step back and say, this is not a good situation because it's dark. There's nobody. My wife and my kids are there with me. I need to take action. I need to think properly. I need to step back and let me give the money so that we are safe. Do you got me?
So that's proactive.
Sorry, that's called
that's called proactive mode.
No, it's not proactive. It's not proactive. Proactive is different. Proactive is different. This is responding.
Responding.
This is called responding, not proactive. Proactive is just like leaders proact and look things ahead. Okay, that's proactive.
Okay.
We are not talking about proactive here. So the number one is react and you fight. Because you're not thinking about your wife, because your wife is all by herself there in that place in the street where nobody else is there, pitch dark. Okay, so it's pitch dark and you can't do anything there. So the first one is reaction. When you react, you're not thinking about what's going to happen to your colleagues, your friends, or your family at that particular situation. But if you are a proper leader, then what you do is you step back and you respond to the situation, because now you're thinking in a cool mind. When you think in a cool mind, that is called response. So going back, if you say that it is pandemic and that is really hurting you, that means you're reacting to the situation. You need to ask yourself, how can I make this productive? Now, people like me and most of the people who are here right now, they are responding to the event. How they are responding to the event? By making use of this situation. By making use of the situation. I know that most of my friends are making crores and crores of Indian rupee. Okay, not lakhs, crores in month. Just by teaching, just like what I'm doing. I was attending a session just 4 days back, and he was just younger to me. He made around about 2.4 crore in just 15 minutes of sales. How? Because of pandemic.
Oh,
just because of pandemic, because he was conducting the session online, he was able to sell his product, a course again for just 2 crore 40 lakh Indian rupee within 20 minutes of sales time.
Oh, wonderful.
So that is what I'm saying. It is not, don't say that everyone is going through the pandemic. So no, ask, what about you? The way that your brother is reacting, the way that your wife is going to react, and the way that you're going to react would be different. So ask about yourself. My brother is entirely different from me. My brother is entirely different from me. I'm different from him. So it all depends upon whether you are reacting or whether you are responding. I hope I was able to answer your question.
So very nice answering. Thank you so much.
So keep in mind, it is E plus R is equal to O. E is the event. R could be either reaction, or react, or respond. O is the outcome. The outcome is based on how you react or respond. The event, you can't do anything. Event,
what's
you
the
can't do
difference?
anything.
What's the difference between the reaction and response?
I gave you the answer. One is react is to fight back immediately. That is called react without thinking. And respond is to step back, think, and then take action. Both are action, but it all depends upon how you think. How do you frame it in your mind? That's important. Not your action, not the physical action, but how do you frame in your mind? That's important.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Let's go to the next one. Thank you. We got 11 minutes more, and then I'll go for a 10-minute presentation. We got 11 minutes more for the question and answer session. We'll go till 8:15.
Hello, Sensei.
Hello.
I am Fiza, 11th grader from Malappuram.
Yes, please.
I had a problem like in classes when I get motivation classes or when any court motivates me, I will have that motivation for 2-3 days. After that, I lose that motivation. I start procrastinating. Do I have any choice of overcoming this?
Yes, I'll tell you, you're the most luckiest person. Fiza, I'll tell you, you're the most luckiest person. Why? Because you are at least getting motivation for 3 days. Some people don't get motivation even for an hour. You're with me? You're with me, Fiza? Just yes. keep yourself so strong. I'll tell you one thing, Fiza, that is nobody in the world can motivate you. Let me repeat that once again. Nobody in the world can motivate you. Only you can self-motivate you. I want you to go and type self-motivation. You can't, nobody can motivate you. It all depends upon you. Let me ask you a question, Fiza.
Yes.
May I? Okay. Now, Fiza, is it good to take bath every single day?
Pardon?
Is it good to take shower every single day? Yes, or no? Do you agree? What happens if you don't take shower every single day?
I didn't hear you.
What's going to happen if you don't take shower every single day?
I will smell bad. And
you smell bad, you're staying hygienic. You agree to that? Motivation is exactly the same. Motivation is exactly the same. The great leader and speaker Zig Ziglar said, motivation is just like taking bath. You have to take bath every single day. Similarly, if you want to get motivated, you have to do motivation every single day. Otherwise, you will not be motivated. You're with me? So if you're listening to a motivation speaker, he did his job or she did his job. Then the next day, if you say the motivation is gone, it is not his business or her business anymore. It's your business now. That means you have to see something which can motivate you. Tell me 5 things that can motivate you. Give me 5 things that can motivate you. Fiza, go ahead, fast. What are the 5 things that motivates you?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
No, you said that you are motivated for 3 days. So tell me what are, you are an 11th grader, am I right? So tell me what are the things that motivates you?
A motivational speech.
Okay, motivational speeches.
Quotes.
Okay, speech, quotes, okay. Number 3. What else?
I don't know.
What okay, speech. Now, is there any particular person that you love to listen to? What language do you listen to? English or Malayalam, or what language do you listen to?
English.
English. Okay, give me the name of 2 speakers that you like to listen to.
It's not actually like I hear from motivational speakers from my schools. They give us special classes.
Okay. Now, who needs motivation? Is it the class? Is it the teacher, or is it you?
Me.
Me. So would you go and find out a way for that? Yes or no?
Yes.
So what is the way to find out the best motivation every single day for 5 minutes? What can you do? Give me 3 things that you can do so that you can listen to a motivation speech every single day without excuse and without blaming the teacher or anybody else. Give me a solution, Fiza. What are the 3 ways to listen to motivation speech every single day? Give me one. Number 1, start.
I can
go ahead. Yes.
Platforms like TED.
Okay, very good. TED Talk, very good. Number 2. TED Talk, number 2. Go ahead.
I'm not sure.
Okay, other than TED Talk, where can you get those videos? Where can you watch those videos?
In YouTube.
Okay, you can go on YouTube. Are you restricted at your home to go and watch YouTube? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. So would you be able to go and watch YouTube on, I'm not talking about watching movies, okay? I'm not talking about watching movies or listening to music. That's what I'm talking about. You can listen to podcasting. You can listen to podcasts. There are very good podcasts which are very, very powerful, motivational, and you can also watch videos that are very motivational. Is that possible for you to do that?
Yes.
Okay. What is the time that you will dedicate for that?
Morning times.
Morning time. Morning. How time? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. How long?
20 minutes.
20 minutes that's fine, because you don't have to stick on more on YouTube and then you get distracted. So 20 minutes. Can you block 20 minutes every single day so that you can listen to a good speaker every single day? Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay. Now there are different ways to learning. Number one, learning through lecture. Number two, learning through reading. Number three, learning through watching and listening. The learning by doing, or what you call as demonstration. The learning by discussion. Then learning by teaching. There are different ways of learning. Do you agree?
Yes.
And one of the way I mentioned here is to see and listen. That is the third way. And that's what most of the people doing on YouTube. They go and listen and they watch and then they forget. They watch, they listen, and they forget. So is that what you want, or you want that to be a motivation for you?
I want it to be a motivation for me.
Well, would you be able to help others who are looking for motivation as well?
Yes.
Okay, so would you be able to write down, if you're listening or watching any of the YouTube videos, would you be able to take down at least 4 to 5 points every time in that's 20 minutes?
Yes.
Would you be able to share that with somebody else, that this is what I learned today? Is it possible for you to do that?
Yes.
How confident are you that you will be doing that? 0 to 10. 0 is no, I'm not confident. 10, that is you're confident.
8.
8. What about 9? Why not 9?
Because I can help them motivate, but I'm not sure they will accept it. Like,
good, but would you be able to do it?
yes.
Okay. 0 to 10.
9.
Okay. When can you start?
From tomorrow.
What time?
Morning 7.
Indian time or some other country time?
Indian time.
Good. And just contact Coach Shamira, who's there in this group. Just contact her and she would be able to help you. So tomorrow, make sure at the morning, you mentioned 20 minutes, you're going to watch that and you share what you learned with Madam Shamira, and she would be more than happy to listen from you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Are you happy now?
Yes, I'm happy.
0 to 10. How happy are you now?
I'm happy. 9.
Good. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Good. I'll take one more question. And then I don't want to delay anybody. So I'll take 2 questions, maximum 2 questions. Then I'll go to my small presentation, which won't be more than 10 minutes. Okay, next, please. How many of you are enjoying this? Just go and type. How many of you are enjoying this? How many of you are enjoying this?
Sensei, there is a question in chat. Her mic is not working. Pragya.
Okay, because I need to, it's not by the text, because I need to talk as well. So just by seeing that, and it's going now, it's gone up all the way. So you should be able to talk so that I can converse. Anyone, you need to have a mic so that I can talk to you. That's important. Okay, let me go to the next question, please. Yes, next question. I'll take one or maximum 2 questions based on the answer that I give. Let's go for it. If you're really
Rajan.
Yes, please. Yes.
You said if we motivate our subordinate and he's not coming to our expectation, and in many ways we motivate personally and other way also.
Yeah.
And he is not. We find him unfit.
Yeah.
For that department.
Yeah.
Is it fine to fire him, or maybe that the work he's doing in my department?
Let me define before you ask me the question. Let me define what I mean by firing. May I?
Firing from the department?
Yes, it could be firing from the department to the area where he is good at.
Oh, right.
Okay, firing doesn't mean that firing from the whole company. That's not what I meant. Firing means firing from the department to some other department where he is comfortable working and where he can produce results.
Fine, sir. Fine. I got it.
Okay, let's go for the next question, please. Next question, please. We'll take one last question. One last question. Anyone? I'll take one last question. It's 8:44. I got 1 minute as per my timing. That we have got one more minute, and then I'll go for the short presentation for those who are interested to do the program. Shall I go to the presentation and show you what we have? Yes or no? Just go and type yes.
Yes.
All right. So let me just go and share it. One devotion, recharge. I think it should be the one. Okay. I'm just going to hear, can you see the presentation, all of you? Can you all see the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so it's okay, sir. It's okay.
Okay, so good. So I'm just running through the three programs that we have so that those who are interested can join in. So let me just go through it. You can take pictures of this, and we are going to send this to you. How many of you want this? We are going to share this after the session. I'm going to share this. Anish, you can share this now itself as the PDF. Anish, can you do that for me, please?
Sure,
Anish
sure,
or
sure.
Shamira, just share this. So you can have the copy of that. You can download it for sure before we close this webinar. You can download it. But anyway, I'm going to show you this. So I want you all to look onto the screen. There is a program that we offer, which is called the CTC, or Coach the Coach program, which will make you a qualified coach. You can become coach in different areas. You can become a coach for students, for teachers, or for entrepreneurs, for business, for health, for yoga, whatever you want. You can become a coach, and we'll teach you how to become a professional coach within 30 days. There are a lot of coaches right now attending this program along with you. So if you are joining for that program, you'll be called as a silver member, and you'll be getting 25 bonus courses also from us, which is absolutely free. These are certified courses. These are mini courses. So that is number one. So how many of you got it? I want everyone to go and type one. Very simple. I want to make it very simple. This is not a sales that we are doing. I just want to serve those who want to learn something new. Okay, so now let's look at the second program that we do. The second program is called the PPCC. PPCC stands for Professional Presentation and Course Creation Masterclass, or it's a mastery program. Again, this is a 60-day program. The first one was a 30-day program, whereas this is a 60-day program where we teach you how to do your voice modulation and how to do your podcasting, how to create your videos, how to create interviews, and all those things. We cover everything in this particular program. It takes around about 60 days, but there are a lot of people who have completed even before 60 days. If you do this too, in both the cases, you are going to get 25 bonus courses from us, which is absolutely fantastic courses. These are mini courses, and I'll be adding more courses into that. So how many of you got it? I want you to go and type 2, please. How many of you got it? Just go and type 2. These are 2 courses that we offer. Okay, now, if you're doing both the courses, you don't have to do both the courses together. Most of our teammates have done the first course. Anyone, either you take CTC or you take PPCC, and once you complete that, then you go for the next course. It is absolutely possible. If you do both the courses at any time, automatically you're upgraded. Once again, I repeat, you're automatically upgraded to gold member, and you get 101 courses free. How many of you got it? Say IGI, I got it. You get 101 courses absolutely free because you're doing both the courses. You don't have to do both of them together. You can finish one, then you can do the other one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Please make sure that it's unmuted. Okay. Now, both the courses are challenge-based courses because we don't believe in theory. The day you start your course, it is challenge-based courses, both the courses. Let's talk about the first course. You can see on the screen, it is the CTC. You'll be having 7 live sessions with me. I'll be coaching just like what I did right now. I was coaching in some cases, I was coaching people. You will be able to see me coaching 12 live sessions, how I coach. We believe in a system which is called see me and learn. Number 2, do with me and learn. Number 3, you do and I learn. You got me? So the first thing is I do, you learn. The second, we both do. And the third one is you do and we learn. So that is a system that we follow. So you will be watching me doing 12 live sessions, and then you will be doing 17 coaching sessions so that you get your certification. How many of you got that? This is the first program. Beside that, you'll be having the bonus. As I mentioned, you'll be having the 25 courses you'll be getting free of charge, and you will be able to see all our future coaching programs. It would be absolutely free. Absolutely free. Any coaching program which is happening the next month, the next month, and next month, you are absolutely free to join them. We don't take any money for that. And you will also be having access to all the future programs, to the video section. We have our video collection, so you can go and watch our video. These are confidential videos, and we don't post that in the public. You just pay for one program and you get 25 program, and this 25 program itself is 75,000 rupees value of product, which you get absolutely free. The total value, the actual fee for the coach the coach program is 29,000 rupees and 29,999 rupees, whereas when it comes to the bonus courses, it is 75,000. The total is 1,05,000, but you don't have to pay any of these things. You just have to pay an advance of 4,999 by tomorrow 12 o'clock afternoon. Just 4,919. That's an advance amount that we make it very, very clear. You'll have access to all the 25 courses. As soon as you pay the advance, you'll have access to all the 25 courses on the spot itself. It's all automated. You get all access, and then you have to pay 10,000 on the day of the training. Day of the training. We all normally start on Monday, so it is not this Monday. It is that we are going to give you a gap of around about 1 week plus. So you got enough time to pay the 10,000. The total fee is 14,999 instead of 1,05,000. So that is the first program. This is a link. You don't have to. You can take a picture of the link if you want to. We are anyway sharing the link with you. Number two, the second program is called the Professional Presentation and Course Creation Program, where we teach you different things. Number one, how to create your program, how to create courses, and how can you upload those courses on platforms like Udemy. We'll teach you absolutely free. It's a part of the program. Because some people, they take additional charge for that. We don't do that. We measure you in 3 different areas. One is audio, your video, and how you can present and upload your courses on free platform. What are the challenges that you will be going through? 21 audio challenge, 21 video challenge, storytelling challenge, inspiration speech challenge, teleprompter challenge, podcasting challenge, interview host challenge, interview guest challenge, then creating a course and publishing the course. These are the complete curriculum that we will be following in this particular. I said that it's going to take around about 60 days. Again, you're paying for one program. You get 25 programs absolutely free. Again, the fee is exactly like the coach program. You just had to pay 4,999 by 12 o'clock tomorrow, and the remaining fee you can pay after 1 week when we start the course, which normally starts on a Monday. Not this Monday. You'll be giving more than 1 week gap so that you can pay that, and you'll be having access to more than 85 videos on the spot. 85 videos in one course, plus you got around about 25 free courses. You have all access as soon as you pay. Again, the fee is exactly the same, 14,999. This is something that we are giving at a very, very small amount. Our normal charge is really, really high. As I mentioned, it is 29,999. We have cut off all this fee. Here again is the link. Now, this is something we are introducing for the first time today. For the very, very first time, we are introducing this program today for the youngsters who are between the age group of 13 to 18. You'll have to go through 21 challenges, and you'll also be given free bonus, which is called the 4-day bootcamp. That is an amazing program of mine. You'll be having access to that for 60 days. Though the challenge is 21 days, you may finish within 21 days, or you may finish within 60 days. You'll be having access to all our videos for the next 60 days. Actual fee 14,999, but for the young generation, as Mr. Benny was asking me, what should students and youngsters do? This is one platform that we are developed for the youngsters. As I mentioned, that my strong area is not for students, but however, now we are focusing more on students as well. So the fee is just 4,999. We are given 10,000 complete off. So this again, the timing is tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Here is the link. You don't have to worry about the link. We'll be sharing the whole presentation that I'm showing to you. We'll be sharing that with you. So that is the simple presentation that I want to share with you. The next thing that I would like to do is I want to show you is give me a moment. Let me show you the course itself so you have a good idea about it. Yes. Can you see the screen, please? Can you see the screen?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so this is just an example. Okay, this is just an example of a gold bundle. So this is a program, and you can see here is the course, which is called the PPCC. Okay, this is that dance amount that I was asking about. And this is the coach to coach program. And let me take you through. These are the free courses that I mentioned. You saw that? Okay, so let me just click on one of those courses. If I click on this, it'll take you there. These are the lessons. You saw that these are the lessons and the videos that you will be able to watch, and you will be able to be certified. You got it? Can you see that, all of you? Can you see this? I'm just showing the curriculum. I'm not going to the course but you can see the curriculum. You just have to hit on the start button and you will be able to watch that. Now let me take you back and let me show you one more thing here. Let me show you one more thing. If I go to this main course, this is the main course, which actually the investment is 29,999. If I click on this particular course, you can see this course itself has got hundreds of videos. See the number of videos. One course itself has got hundreds of videos. See, all these are videos. Just one single program. How many of you got it? So for example, if I were to go and click on one of this, let me say one of these chapters. Okay, let me see whether it's opening right now. When I click on this, it takes you to the video, and then you can make your own notes. Everything is visible. You'll be able to see that, and it is my presentation. You can see that. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear my voice. So it's so simple because now it's on the webinar format, so it won't be running. So you got all the chapters here, more than 100 of chapters only in one program. So you'll also get the free 100 programs if you are a gold member. So this is what I want to share with you. And I believe, Anish, if you could just share the link, if you could share, just copy paste the link. And if you could also share, I can copy paste the link from my side. Okay, let me just do that from my side to everyone. Here you go. Did you get the link, all of you? It's there in the chat.
Yes,
okay, you can just copy, please copy that. It will tell you what are the courses. And if you want the file, okay, desktop.
It's already shared.
Oh, you shared that. Okay, very good. Excellent. So let me just see whether I got that. Okay. You already shared, yeah? Okay, then it's fine. Okay, let me see whether I got it. Okay, Young 2. Okay, so you must have got it by now. So that's the link. If you have any questions with regarding to the training program, the course that I mentioned right now, you can ask me questions. You have 3 minutes now, exactly 3 minutes. If you got any question, please ask me questions and I can answer you. Anything with regards to the course.
How much time we have to spend each day for this course?
Okay, the best part
How
of
much
it.
time we have to do?
Okay, the best part about this is that you just have to spend, maybe if you're doing on the presentation program, you may have to spend around about 15 minutes a day. That's it. 15 minutes.
And what about that interaction? What about that interaction sections?
Which one is that?
Second section, live section.
No, for
interaction.
Yeah, let me tell you. It is challenge based. When it comes to presentation, you don't have any interaction like we are having right now. You don't have that. What will you do on a daily basis? We'll give you a challenge. Okay, we'll give you a challenge, and you do the challenge, and you'll post the challenge on our WhatsApp group.
What do you mean by that challenge? I cannot understand that. What do you mean by that challenge?
Okay, challenges. We'll give you a challenge to speak on a topic. We'll ask you to speak on a topic which you can speak, which is very simple. We'll tell you this is how you have to start. Okay, this is how you have to start, and make sure that you start. Sorry.
And the medium of the course is strictly English.
It's absolutely English. It's absolutely English.
Okay.
Because there are people from other countries also in this group, and there are people from different parts of India as well. So it would be completely English. But however, after learning, then you can use that in your language. That's up to you. Because there are coaches who learn coaching from us in English, and then they go and they do in Punjabi and all those things. That's fine. Okay, but the learning happens only in English.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
You,
and then you will be having interaction section like what we have right now, And you can ask me questions at any time on WhatsApp 24/7. You'll find many coaches to help you. Okay, so this is like a family. You'll find hundreds of them to help you, so you will never get missed out, and you will always be there to ask questions, and we'll be there to clear your questions at any time.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah, sure, please.
Can we improve our other abilities other than that leadership, etc.? That means creative writing, etc. Can we improve by ourselves by this course? That's my question.
Okay, can you improve your writing
improve
skill?
my other qualities as a writing skills like
Okay.
that. We have some other qualities also, but in the interval of this time, this life and job, etc., we lost it somewhere else, and we want to take it again. Can we do that by doing this course? That's my question.
Okay.
Hope you understand.
Yeah, I do. Say, number one, we need to understand that we are very much crystal focused on leadership and presentation. And leadership and presentation automatically improves your confidence, your courage, which is one thing that you have to require, whether you are a student, whether you are working, or whether you are a business owner, whatever it is, you need to have leadership. Without leadership, your business is not going to go up. Without leadership, your profession is not going to go up. Without leadership, your career is not going to go up, for sure. Can you develop your communication skill? The answer is yes. Can you develop your presentation skill? Yes. Can you develop your leadership? The answer is yes. Can you develop a writing skill, which is not our area? The writing skill, you have to write, but we'll be giving you opportunities to speak. So in order to speak, sometimes you will have to write, but we are not focusing on that particular area where we would help you to develop writers. We have students who are international writers in our group. International writers means international bestsellers from Turkey and all. They all are part of our group. So, but we don't promise that part, because what we are focusing is on presentation, your speech, and your creativity and your leadership. Hope I answered your question.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Any other
Okay,
questions?
sir.
Thank
And
you.
that includes creativity, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Any other question that you have? I'll go for another 4 more minutes. I know that I'm taking extra 4 minutes. If you have any questions, I can answer you. I'll take another 4 more minutes, and I'll take any call from you. So you can go through the website. You can go to the link. Please copy the link. You got time till 12 o'clock tomorrow. The second payment, you got more than 1 week to make, because we'll be starting only after 1 week. We don't conduct training program every week. We don't do that. Okay. Anybody else? Any question?
So can you please tell the fees for this course?
It's already given there. Okay. What's the age group?
I'm 13 now.
Okay, 13. The fee for you would be 4,999. Okay, the actual fee is 14,999, but since you fall in that bracket, it would be only 4,999 total fee.
Thank you, sir.
And you will be having access, Viji, you will be having access for 60 days. And I'll tell you, you will change. You will change. There are a lot of leaders now. Zena, could you just introduce yourself? Zena is just a 7th grader. Zena, just introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Zana. I'm 12 years old. I'm a student empowerment coach.
There you go. There you go. And you can watch her video yesterday. She had released a video yesterday, and she's also our ambassador. We've got 4 ambassadors we have selected from our team. One is a 4th grader, one is a 9th grader, one is a 7th grader, and other one is also a 7th grader. And these are top speakers, and they are champions in their own area. So it's not about the age. And Zena, people like Zena, they are coaching people along with principals, school and college principals. They're working with principals and coaching others. So it's not at all the age. Even if you're 13 years old, you'll be working with seniors and helping others to grow and develop. You're with me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Any other question, please? I got 2 more minutes. I'll take one last question. If you have any question, you just ask me, and I would be more than happy to answer your question. Anybody? We have 2 minutes left, because we are 5 minutes over time. I want to keep the timing correct. So we got 2 more minutes. If you have any last question, or if you have anything to share, if you don't have any question, if there anything that you share that you got from this program, today's program, go ahead and share. Anyone who would like to share something from today's program, go ahead and share. Any key takeaways from this program, go ahead and share. There is no sales here, so go ahead. Anyone, go ahead and speak for 1 minute.
Yeah. So can I?
Yes, please go ahead. 1 minute. Arush.
Yeah. Today's session was very energetic and very powerful as usual. You know, today I got the point. It has been a question that I've been asking for a very long time, you know. Today I got answer for that, and it was very useful, you know. Then
okay.
Yeah.
Arush, you go through the quotes every day, am I right? And you also comment on the quotes, is that correct?
Yeah.
And you also get feedback from Coach Safa from Bahrain, is that right?
Yeah, I get.
And how do you feel that? How do you feel when you get those feedback, and when you get a challenge every single day? How do you feel?
It feels empowered. The feedback is a breakfast of champions.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what would you like to say to all those youngsters who are there right now in this group?
It is very good for your improvement. Every day, you are it is for our improvement. But even if we do a mistake, they say to correct us.
Absolutely.
They're
absolutely
courageous.
Exactly correct. Do we say that you're wrong?
For us.
Do we say that we are wrong? Do we say that how can you improve yourself? Is that right?
Yeah.
And how much points would you give to Coach Safa, 0 to 10?
I would say 10. She's perfect.
She's not here because she has got a different time zone. Anyway, I'm going to share that with her. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, all the leaders, young coaches, everyone. Thank you very much. The link is there. It's not a sales. You can take that. And if you want that, if you think that you want to grow and excel, and that is what the leaders are looking towards. It is not your qualification that's going to help you. It is not your experience that's going to help you. If there is an organization that wants people into their organization, they look for leaders. And I want you to develop your leadership quality. I want you to develop your presentation skills. I want you to develop your speaking skills so that you can create and multiply leaders. And that is what organizations are looking for. So this is one opportunity for you where we are coming to you and helping you in a family style, whereby you'll be having challenges on a daily basis. And that will help you grow and excel and accelerate your life to the next level. With that, I wish you all the best to everyone. Sweet dreams and take care of yourself. And I'll see you next Thursday, exactly at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Thanks a lot and ciao. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you so much, Sensei.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you, Mamta.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank Ankita. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Semi. Thank you, Mohammad Ashraf. Thank you, Dr. Manjula. Thank you, Murgappa.
Thank you, sir.
Akhil, thank you very much. Samira, Coach Samira, Fabian, thank you very much. Amjad, thank you very much. Chandrika ma'am, thank you very much. Shubham, thank you very much. Arush, thank you. Shreya, thank you very much. Sumaya, thank you very much. Sanju, thank you very much. Fatima Minha, tell my regards to your mom as well. Benny, Mr. Benny, thank you very much. Viji, thank you very much. Riva, thank you very much. All of you take care and good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.